This is Big
and Small Travel.
We're in
Singapore.
We are in Singapore for 24 hours.
Singapore is located in Southeast Asia off the southern tip of Malaysia.
Singapore used to be part of Malaysia. Today, it's an independent country and one of the wealthiest in the world.
It's also the third most densely populated country in the world.
Check out what we did in 24 hours with everything from
Arab Street to Chinatown to Little India and more.
We cram it in literally 24 hours.
Follow our journey. We took a quick flight from Penang, Malaysia to Singapore.
Watch us from beginning to end. We made it to Singapore. This is definitely not a budget destination, but we will show you how you can save. You can even take a taxi to the center for pretty cheap.
We are taking Grab car, and right now it's just 12. Oh, and he's here.
Okay, we've checked in. We were cut off though. We were about to tell you about Grab.
From the airport, it was only 18 Singaporean dollars.
Very cheap.
So about 15 USD.
Yes. This is our hotel.
So our
We
hotel,
usually don't stay in hotels.
this is probably the most expensive part of being in Singapore. The accommodation
Yes.
we found was really difficult to find anything under $100.
However, like being central is very key. Singapore is very walkable. We only have one day here. This is the exact path we took through the town.
Along with all of the key landmarks we hit along the way.
The video is 24 hours in Singapore, so
Yes, it
we gotta
is
get to it.
3:30 p.m. and our flight tomorrow is at 3:20. So we got to get going.
It's literally 24 hours in Singapore.
Yes,
Let's do
literally.
this. Let's get to it.
Yay!
And we take to the streets. We're walking to Arab Street. Admire the architecture, walk around, explore. We need coffee. Yes. Okay, let's keep going.
So among the big, tall, new buildings, you'll see these really adorable shop houses that they've kept up really nicely. So we're gonna walk through here and check them out. It's very colorful.
As is usual with big and small, we always walk. You can walk many towns.
Yes.
Trust me, Singapore is very walkable.
Singapore-
Avoid the subway. Come on, walk around.
And Singapore is great to walk. We just had a destination, the Sultan Mosque, and we're happening across
Many
these
things.
cool little streets. However, if you do want to take the subway, called the MRT, it is easy and very affordable.
We came upon Sultan Mosque. As is often the case around here, especially in Malaysia, the traders, the Muslim world from India, South India, different parts of the Muslim world came here to trade. and obviously made their imprint. And Singapore is included for sure. We had to eat Middle Eastern food, which we love.
However, we do not recommend eating right in front of the mosque because it's quite expensive. From Arab Street, we walked just about 15 minutes to get to Little India.
We're in Little India. We have to try Indian food.
We kept reading about the paratha, and that's the thing to get here in Singapore, and we're really excited about it. It's pretty simple though. It's just kind of like the roti bread, and this one has egg inside. And there's lots of sauces you can add to it.
Okay, we've got a variety of things here to taste from. I'm going to go with this one here.
That's spicy. So more spicy.
It's spicy. We walked towards Sri Rama Kaliman Temple, and there were festivities. The temple was pretty mind-blowing and free.
Singapore is not all luxury. You can walk through hawker centers.
And of course, street food everywhere. We tried a sesame ball quite cheap.
Okay, it's 9:30 and we've already seen quite a bit, right, Big?
We just keep walking and walking despite how tired we are.
Yes, we're going towards the river area and we get to see merlion.
So we got to get to them, right? What else are we going to see?
Yes.
We're also going to see quite a popular hotel.
We're gonna finally get something to eat. I mean, again, we've been
eating like little bits throughout the day.
Yeah. So excited to see the merlion, the mermaid/lion that spits out water into the river. He's being restored. We kept walking along the river.
We got dinner at Boat Quay. I have to say something. There's a guy named Raffles, and he's the primary merchant from the UK, England, who kind of cemented this area as a commercial district. And you can definitely feel this British influence here, English influence still. This right here is a dish that we've loved a long time, ever since we lived in San Francisco, which we don't anymore. It is the palak paneer.
Yes. So we love all of the Indian breads, the rotis, the naans. This is a new one for us. It's called the masala kulcha. And so it's the bread that's similar to roti. And inside this one is onions, cottage cheese, potato, and garden fresh vegetables. After eating, we're calling it a night. We'll see you in the morning.
We're checking out right now.
It is 9:30. We have about 3 hours to check off the other things on our list.
Yeah, these are our last 3 hours in Singapore. It has been almost exactly 24 hours. And this hotel's been quite nice.
It's
very
great.
central.
This is Hotel Bencoolen on Hong Kong Street. We highly recommend it.
Now I'm getting into my Ferrari here in Singapore.
So we're just walking.
We're just walking again. I'm sorry, guys. We don't do that. You can't be in Singapore without visiting Chinatown. You gotta do street food, hawker fare, hawker food here in Singapore.
We are on the MRT. Since we are limited on time, we're taking this to the Marina Bay Sands.
We got up closer to the Marina Bay Sands Hotel. It's basically a super duper luxurious hotel. Our last stop, the Gardens by the Bay.
When in Singapore, you can't miss the Gardens by the Bay. This is a large futuristic park made up of various gardens and conservatories. We only had time to see one part though, so we chose to visit the picturesque Super Tree Grove. The super trees actually mimic the ecological function of trees by harnessing solar energy and collecting rainwater. They are pretty dang awesome, especially up close in the Skyway. So we just did the Skyway. It's 8 Singaporean dollars per person. However, you don't necessarily need to pay that. You can actually just walk around the grounds here for free. So if you want to save some money and still get the sort of iconic shots, you can do that for free on the grounds.
We're actually inside the Marina Sands Hotel. It's one of those places that looks better from the outside than being in the inside. We're actually going to go back to Chinatown and end our 24 hours in Singapore.
Bohemian, that's a...
So what makes this Chinatown a little special is the colonial architecture that you can see dotted throughout the city. It adds a little bit of charm to this area.
This Chinatown has a lot of history. From the early squatter communities, it has now blossomed into quite a diverse community with Hindu temples and of course Buddhist temples. We ended our traveling with Buddha Tooth Relic Temple. We're done, we're finished with the 24 hours.
We're back at the Singapore airport. This was 24 hours in Singapore.
If you like what you watch, please subscribe.
And don't forget to click the bell so that you can see all of our updates.
Keep traveling. Ciao. Leave a comment if you liked the video, have been to Singapore, or are planning to go.